Divorced.
Beheaded. Died.
Divorced. Beheaded. Survived. And tonight, we are... Listen up, let me tell you a story.
A story that you think you've heard before.
We know you know our names and our fame and our faces. Know all about the glories and the disgraces.
I'm done, cause all this time I've been just one word in a stupid rhyme.
So I picked up a pen and a microphone. History's about to get overthrown.
Divorced.
Beheaded. Died.
Divorced.
Beheaded. Survived.
But just for you tonight.
We're divorced. Beheaded.
Live. Welcome to the show, to the history mix. Switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives. Raising up the room till we hit the ceiling. Get ready for the truth that we'll be revealing. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives. But now we're ex-wives.
All you ever hear and read about.
It's all X and the way it ended.
Hair doesn't beat a royal flush. You're gonna find out how we got unfriended.
Tonight we're gonna do ourselves justice, cause we're taking a unicorn.
And every Tudor rose has its thorns, and you're gonna hear 'em live in consort.
Divorced.
Beheaded. Died.
Divorced.
Beheaded.
Survived.
But just for you tonight.
We're divorced. Beheaded.
Welcome to the show, to the history mix. Switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives. Dancing to the beat till the break of day. Once we're done, we'll start again like it's the Renaissance. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives. But now we're ex-wives.
My name is Catherine of Aragon. Was married 24 years. I'm a paragon of royalty. My loyalty is to the Vatican. So if you try to dump me, you won't try that again.
Beheaded. I'm that Berlin girl, and I'm up next. See, I broke England from the church. Yeah, I'm that sexy. Why did I lose my head? Well, my sleeves may be green, but my lipstick's red.
Jane Seymour, the only one he truly loved.
Rude.
When my son was newly born, I died. But I'm not what I see more, am I? Stick around and you'll suddenly see more.
Divorced.
Ich bin Anna of Cleves.
Yeah.
When he saw my portrait, he was like,
Yeah.
but it didn't look as good as I did in my pic. Funny how we all discussed that, but never Henry's little
Prick
prick.
up your ears, I'm the Catherine who lost her head.
Beheaded.
For my promiscuity outside of wed. Lock up your husbands, lock up your sons. Gay Howard is here and the fun's begun.
5 down, I'm the final wife. I saw him to the end of his life. I'm the survivor, Catherine Parr. I bet you wanna know how I got this far. I said, I bet you wanna know how we got this far.
Do you wanna know how we got this far?
Welcome to the show, to the history mix. Switching up the flow as we add the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives. Get your hands up, get this party buzzing. You want a queen bee? Well, there's how.
Oh, who is that? Oh my goodness, is that a? Oh my goodness, is that a chat? There's. Do you see it? Did the tech team set it up right? Can you see the chat? I think the IT department set it up pretty well, right?
Yeah, everything looks good.
We hit live, right? We hit live. We're live. Okay. You know, welcome everyone to Chuba High's annual prom day celebrations. I am your head reporter of the school newspaper club, Clara T. Kent, here with my deputy reporter, Usachi Yui, and we are coming to you live from the upper seats of the school's ballroom. So this year, the journalism club and the school newspaper decided we were going to do something a little different than normal. You know, since live streaming is so popular nowadays, and, you know, because if we're being honest, this is, like, the only event anyone really cares about in this town other than sports. So,
Alright. Yes, so, as she so kindly put it, today we're covering the vote for Prom Queen. As many of you know, unfortunately, or fortunately, Henry VIII was expelled from school about a month ago, and the only candidate who was voted in for Prom King other than him is our fishing club president, Hiyori Mokami. But the competition this year for Prom Queen is very, very intense. And because of this, we're streaming to you live and have partnered with the school to let the voting be done today, live. RN, like right now, you know?
Yeah, that's right, Yui. Our school's prom is so prolific that we've decided to not just let students vote, but also those who are living in town and even those virtually that can vote this year. So how will this be done? Well, if you pay attention to the chat. Oh, I'm so good at technology. Look at that, it's pinned. Wow, IT is really cool. Today we have some profiles and interviews from some of the student body that I didn't just randomly grab in the hallway, and some messages from our own prom king, Hiyori Mokami, to let you know more about each prom candidate, as well as a special song by each queen to let you know a little bit more of her story. I've watched them all, and I'll be a little honest with you, they're kind of dramatic, and a little focused on the relationship with this one guy that they all dated. I won't name names, but it's
Alright. You can't just, it's not about the drama.
Oh, but it is, Yui. It is all about the drama. Tonight, right here, right now. Okay, so after each queen sings, you'll be given 30 seconds to vote. Well, I mean, the vote is up the whole time, but the QR code's only gonna be on screen for like 30 seconds. And this poll will be up, so you can just change your vote. Just so you know, you can change the vote at any time. And if one queen sob story catches your heart, don't be afraid to switch, you know? Like, let yourself be a little bit influenced, because that's really exciting. You know, because you're the one who's gonna dictate who becomes prom queen tonight and whose speech you're gonna hear at the end.
Now, to get us started, let's do a quick rundown of each queen, okay? Starting off, we have Catherine of Aragon, part of speech and debate club, gardening club, choir, and theater. Resident we have Anne Boleyn, part of chess, volleyball, literature, student body council, and this is a resident party queen. Jane Seymour, she's a part of the music and band club, but she doesn't take part in many other after-school clubs because she has to work 3 different part-time jobs. That's crazy, huh? What a hard worker.
God. I could never.
Anna of Cleves. You all know her. She's captain of the equestrian team and the top of the air riflery. Wow. She has taken junior national titles in for both. Next, we have Katherine Howard, captain of the cheer squad. Despite being a sophomore, used to be very popular. And finally, last but not least, Catherine Parr, part of the Feminist Alliance, Service Project Club, Social Justice Club, Debate Club, Creative Writing Club, and started her own all-femme scripture worship club. Wow.
You ever, Yui, do you ever think about how Henry dated 3 girls named Catherine, except one is Catherine with a K? So I guess it's variation, but it's like really and truly an abundance of Catherines. I know.
Took it.
What?
Clara, you can't just verbally say badumcha after a joke, especially if it's not funny.
Wait, what do you mean? I thought it was funny.
Sorry? You know, I wonder how you're the head reporter and I'm the deputy.
Wait, what? Huh?
Anyways, we're gonna get started with the show. So just remember, viewers at home, keep your phones or PCs ready to click on that link or scan the QR code to vote. And let's get started with our first queen, Catherine of Aragon.
Oh, yeah, we should really talk about what you meant by that later, because I feel like it's kind of important to talk about that, you know, with our relationship, both like friendship-wise and also
Clara?
professional. Oh, sorry. Yes! Catherine of Aragon! Yes! Let's do actual work. This is Catherine of Aragon. To give you a quick play-by-play of a little summary about her before we send you over to a message from Prom King candidate Hyori Mokami about her standings as well as her opinions on Catherine of Aragon. If you don't know who she was the first girlfriend of Henry. She started dating his older brother before he was accepted into a prestigious boarding school. Eventually, Henry and her hung out so much that she ended up getting asked out by him, and she said yes. At the beginning, it was a normal relationship. But at the end, his popularity grew, you know, football player or whatever. I wouldn't know or care. I'm in journalism. Anyway, there was at one point where he was caught kissing Annie in an empty hall, and that's when Catherine realized she was being cheated on. Ooh, drama! Oh, Kathleen! Oh, that sucks. But you know, other than publicly breaking up with her, Henry, also started to date Annie the day after. Ooh, crazy. He was never like fully a bitch to her in the hall. But you know, he did kind of totally ignore her until he ended up getting left from the school. After he left and after he broke up with her, she's been working a lot on her self-growth and her self-worth because she's a queen and she knows it, and that's why she is a part of the speech and debate club, gardening club, choir, and theater. And if she's not in a play or theater, she's usually playing defense on the girls' basketball team. She parties from time to time, but not much more than anyone else. So you know, just like us, because we're so cool, right, Yui?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, she's got better things to do than be around Henry anyway. So let's hear a word first from our Prom King candidate, Hyori Mokami. And then let's hear a little bit more from some of the students that I didn't steal off the hallway about Catherine, or Kathy.
Are we live? Oh, we're recording. Oh, we're recording already. Oh, ahem. Hello, fellow citizens of my high school. My name is Hyori Mokami, and I am the president of the competitive fishing club. You guys know what the competitive fishing club is all about, right? You know, we fish, we compare sizes of our fish, and I show the world my cool rod, obviously. Anyways, the point is, I'm a little confused why I'm running here for Prom King, not Prom Queen, but I mean, sure, I'm not really gonna judge what the people really want. I was a little surprised that there's only like 2 people in the running for this whole thing. Honestly, I'm not really sure what this whole thing is. Someone just told me if I entered, they would give me like $5. So I was like, you know what? I'll take $5. I started to do this interview thing. This talking thing with you. Yeah. Honestly, a little nervous. I am a little nervous, but mostly nervous because I don't know what's going on. But if the people are excited, then I'm excited too. This is absolutely nothing for the president of the competitive fishing club. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I guess you have some questions for me that you need me to answer. So just fire away, and I'll do my best to answer. I suppose. I thought there would be one. I thought there would be one of those teleprompter thing that tells me the answers. I have to do that on my own? Oh, okay. Don't worry. I've graduated middle school. Right. Okay. Anyways. How do I feel being the only one in the running? Well, like I said, I was entirely unsure how I got here, and I'm only in it for the $5 I'm getting at the end of this whole thing. A little unfortunate what happened to the other dude in the running, but you know, a win is a win. You know what they say. If this was like League of Legends, you know, if the other team FF's at 20, then you know that's not really my fault. So, yeah, pretty good. Feeling pretty good. I don't know entirely what happens when I become Prom King. Does that mean like all the beautiful women in this whole thing, you know, have to like tell me I'm cool or something? That'd be cool. I'd be happy with that. The school hottest bachelor. Wait, I have to. Wait, are you able to tell me what the word bachelor means? Well, I just don't really understand because, like I said, I'm a girl, and I just don't really know how I got here and ended up being here in the Prom King position. Why can't I be a queen? Well, I mean, maybe this is one of those things where it's like, you know, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever, you could be whatever you want to be. You know, we shouldn't be constrained by societal gender norms. Wow. Oh my God, I said societal gender norms. That's right. I am applying my degree. I mean, I don't have a degree. I'm a high schooler. My high school degree I don't have yet because I didn't graduate because I'm in high school. Yeah. Anyways. Cut that. How do I feel as the school's hottest bachelor? Well, I've always known that I am the Rizzler 9000, dude. I've rizzled. Everybody in this school is in awe of my skill and technique and insane humor. I am funny. I am witty. And, yeah, obviously this comes at no surprise to me to be the school's hottest bachelor. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, next question. Who would I vote for Prom Queen? Well, it's a little hard. I mean, all of the queens in the running they're all beautiful and unique in their own way. And you know, sometimes when I say the word unique, I mean like unique positive. Like they could be a little insane, but you know, just because someone's a little insane inside doesn't mean you wouldn't love them, right? It's like how your favorite waifu could be slightly insane and might kill you in your sleep, but she's still your waifu, right? Right? Anyways, I gotta wait till this whole thing plays out because I just don't think I could tell you who I would vote for as Prom Queen because what if my insane Riz sways the vote? Did you ever consider this, interviewer? Miss, sorry, what was your name again? Yes, Miss Clara. I told you. What if my insane Riz sways the votes for whoever is Prom Queen? So, you know, I think I'm gonna keep that a little bit of a secret, if you will. Well, I hope that, you know, the rest of this whole prom voting thing goes really well. I am the only one in the running, so unfortunately, there's only one person you can vote for as Prom King. But you know what? I'm just gonna pretend and play along. So, if you're watching this video, make sure you vote AkizoraPiku as your Prom King for this year, 2026. Yeah! You know what they say, right before 2026 is 2027. Success!
Sorry, I'm passing through. My thoughts on Kathy. From the show. I like her hair. Maybe. I guess she should be Prom Queen. I don't know. She's pretty tall. I feel like Queen should be tall, right? I don't know. Maybe. I guess she should be Prom Queen.
What's my impression of Kathy? Well, she's she's kind of like our Sharpay Evans in a good way. In a good way, okay? She like, I don't know, runs our theater department. So, and everyone loves her. You know what I'm saying? Are you friends with Kathy? Yes, we met in the theater department. And I love Kathy. I just adore her. She's kind of like a mentor to me. I kind of can't wait for her to graduate because she keeps like getting all the leads, but I don't want her to graduate because then I would miss her, right? I love Kathy. What is my favorite thing about Kathy? I would say that she like really knows herself, you know, like if any of what happened between like her and Henry and Annie, yikes, happened to like any of the rest of us, I think we would just, I don't know, give up, kill ourselves. Listen, I couldn't handle it. So I feel like she had to have a really good head on her shoulders to handle that. Do I think she should be prom queen? Hell yes. Kathy 100% deserves prom queen. I mean, she like is the queen, so why wouldn't she be prom queen, you know? Like, she doesn't need a man for her fucking crown. She already has a crown. Who would you vote for prom queen? Kathy. Kathy. 100% Kathy. She deserves it.
Okay, so, yes, this is the part where you ask me questions about each of the prom queens, right? So, my impression of Miss Kathy. I will say I haven't... I've heard many things about Miss Kathy. We've talked a little bit here and there when she's, you know, passing through the halls. She does seem to be the type of person that comes off a little strong to some people, but, you know, I think that's a very respectable thing. I could easily see her, you know, embracing the title of prom queen and running with it, you know? I will say I truly do admire her, the way she carries herself and her attitude and everything. Like I said, I don't know if I'm particularly friends with her. I think we could be friends. But she seems quite busy. She's got a lot. She's got speech and debate. She's got the gardening club. She's got choir. She's got theater. I definitely think that, you know, if she gave the competitive fishing club a chance, you know, maybe she would join that too. But she's quite busy. But I do think that we could be friends. I don't see any issue with that there. I don't really know her that well, but like I said, she seems cool. I wish I knew her. Maybe she wants to be my friend. Oh, my favorite and least favorite thing about her. My favorite thing about her is that I think that she's very headstrong and works for what she believes in. She's a very determined person. I've heard from many people, that she tends to be a little bit prideful. But I think I take that pridefulness in stride because I think it means it's someone that understands her own self-worth. And I do think that is something that is to be admired. I guess if anything, maybe something, it's so hard. I feel a little mean saying something like that I don't like about her. I don't even know the girl, man. I guess something that I'm just saying, you, Miss Interviewer, putting me on the spot. If I had to put something that I didn't really like about her is, I think maybe she puts a little bit too much energy into a dislike of a certain individual. As you guys know, there's a little bit of drama going around the school right now, and I think that if she took that energy and channeled it elsewhere, maybe like the competitive fishing club, then maybe she would do a little bit better, be a little bit less stressed in life. Who knows? I definitely think she could be prom queen. I think she, like I said, she works really hard, and I mean, as you know, her and Mr. Henry have some kind of history going on, but it'd be one of those things like in manga, you know, where like the you know, like they get their revenge, you know, successful not that revenge is good, guys. Revenge is bad. Anyways, I don't know what else to say, man. Woo!
There's no way. You must agree that baby, and all the time I've been by your side, I've never lost control, no matter how many times I knew you lied. Hakuya, baby.
You know she's got it.
And even though you've had your fun running around with some pretty young things, and even though you've had one son with someone who don't own a wedding ring, no matter what I heard, I didn't say a word, no, baby.
You know she never saw.
I put up with yours like every single day. But now it's time to and listen when I say, woo! You must think that I'm crazy. You wanna replace me, baby. There's no way. If you think for a moment, I'd grant you a moment. Just hold up there. No way. No way. No way. There's no way. No way, no way. There's no way. So you read the Bible verse that I'm cursed cause I was your brother's wife. You say it's a pity cause quoting Leviticus I'll end up pitiless all my life. Well, Daddy, weren't you there when I gave birth to Mary?
Oh, hi, baby.
Doctors are so easy to forget.
You're just so foolish. Must think that I'm naive. I won't back down, and no, I'll never leave. You must think that I'm crazy. You wanna replace me, baby. There's no way. If you thought it'd be funny to send me to a nunnery, honey, there's no way. No way. No way. There's no way. No way. No way. There's no way. There's no way. Woo! Let's go. Woo! Here we go. You got me down on my knees. Please tell me what you think I've done wrong. Been humble, been loyal. I've tried to swallow my pride all along. If you could just explain a single thing I've done because you paid, I'll go. No? You've got nothing to say. I'm not going away. There's no way. You must think that I'm crazy. You wanna replace me, baby. There's no way. You made me your wife, so I'll be queen till the end of my life. No way. There's no way.
Whoa, that was crazy. Well, Deputy Yui, what did you think about Ava's presentation?
I'm honestly blown away. I think the vocals, the emotion, everything was just absolutely breathtaking. I could really feel the defiance in the song, the strength that she has to go through what she has. I think that she's definitely a really strong contender for Prom Queen. Plus, she has really cool hair, so I think I maybe would vote for her just based on that, honestly.
I do agree. I also agree with the student who talked before, the little bit of a shy one that I cornered in the hallway. Sorry, cornered, approached very kindly and gently in the hallway, who said, you know, I do think it's really cool. Like in my head, when I envision a queen, I envision someone a little bit tall. And you know, her hair is also really sick. And also, you know, she, you know, she's a very beautiful leader of the theater club. We love the theater, right, Yui?
Oh, yeah. Of course we do. Theater's the best. It's my favorite.
Because we're really cool. Because journalism and theater is very cool, right? We're very popular in the school because of our clubs, right, Yui? Yes, but we have the next student to bring up, which is Anne Boleyn. Oh my goodness. Oh, whoa. Do you see the beautiful, cute, very honestly popular student Anne Boleyn? I haven't had the chance to really talk to her all that much, but hey, let's go over her drama her drama profile, her normal profile that I keep tabs on people because I'm a journalist. Anyway, so she used to be like a very normal student, you know. She was very like that perfect girl that you'd always want to like you would like be like, oh, I wonder who I could ask this, you know, because she's so smart, and then be her, you know, like almost to the point of being like almost in her, but like never that much, because you know she's like really, really beautiful. But she ended up not wanting to be like that anymore, and so she ended up teasing Henry, you know, and he is I mean, I can't say anything about him. You know, he might not go to this school, but I'm totally not still afraid. I'm really brave. But she was able to, you know, get Henry wrapped around her finger because, hey, who wouldn't be? You know what I mean? And they ended up getting to the point where they were caught making out in the hall by Kathy, which is, you know, drama. But hey, it's high school. That's kind of normal, especially for someone who's, you know, in choir or popular. That doesn't happen in any TV show that I've ever heard of before in my life. But then he ended up ghosting her, and she ended up posting pictures of herself because she's a social media queen, and he ended up being kind of an asshole about it. Sorry, asshole, I don't swear. But she'd really like to be prom queen because, you know, that's just kind of how she rolls. She's a great student, great grades, popular, partakes in a lot of school activities, really healthy social life, really rich. You know, she's just kind of perfect. She's part of chess, volleyball, literature, student body council, and she's a part of all these, but she isn't the president because that's a lot of work, and she goes to parties just like a normal kid and spends time with her friends on the weekend. You know, she's just kind of the girl, the it girl. Everyone would want to you know, follow her Instagram page, like but I only do that for research because I'm in journalism, you know. Do you do that too?
Maybe. Sometimes.
Wow. You're so cool, not just admitting things off the bat. Anyway, let's go look at what some of the other students have to say.
Oh, Miss Annie. Miss Annie. Well, I definitely follow her on Insta. Is this copyrighted? Am I allowed to say Instagram? She's got the best pictures, the best poses. You know, if I needed a reference pose, I would just go to her Instagram and be like, she's beautiful. That's my opinion of Miss Annie. Well, I mean, I guess that's also why she's particularly really popular. You know, she's literally the girl of all time. And man, why is it that all these prom queens are in every single club known to man? Dude, I'm literally in one club, and I'm tired of running my one club, okay? But I think Miss Annie is, definitely knows how to work her image to her advantage. I would say that we're friends. She followed me back. You know, she didn't have to follow me back. Do you think that if someone follows you back on social media, do you think that makes them friends? We've talked a bit here and there. I've asked her for some advice about, you know, like, photos, framing photos and stuff, you know, how to make my fish catches look better on the gram, you know? Yeah, she's a little bit flirty. Quite the flirty popular girl. But yeah, I would say that we are friends. How do I know her? Well, like I said, I've talked to her here and there between classes. Mostly been well, I guess word of mouth, a lot of friends very much look up to her for advice on like fashion, and I don't really have any issues. I guess I just have like I have no sense of shame, and I just like talk to people. Maybe that's a little weird, but favorite thing about her, I think that she's gorgeous, and like I said, she knows how to use her own image and everything to her own advantages. You know, play to your strengths, queen. You know what you do, and you do it well. Least favorite thing about her, I do think that sometimes she gets a little bit petty, and sometimes certain things that get posted are a little bit like, I feel like I might know the reason why you posted this, but you know, just because you needed to post it, did you really have to post it? Are you gonna cut that? Don't actually tell her I said. Do I think she should be prom queen? Yes, I think every girl that's running as prom queen should be prom queen, and I definitely think that Annie is no exception. She is talented, gorgeous, and I don't know. I think she's been nice to me. Am I just a simple-minded person?
Grew up in the French court, oui, bonjour, life was a chore, so she set sail. 15, 22, came straight to the UK, all the British dudes lame. Epic fail. I wanna dance and sing. Politics, not my thing. But then I met the king, and soon my daddy said, you should try and get ahead. He wanted me, obviously, kept messaging me like every day. Couldn't be better than he sent me a letter, and who am I kidding? I was pret-a-manger. Sent a reply, just saying hi. You're a nice guy, I'll think about it maybe, XO baby. Here we go. I didn't know I would move in with his missus. Get alive! Like, what was I meant to do? Sorry, not sorry about what I said. I'm just trying to have some fun. Don't worry, don't lose your head. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. LOL, say oh well, or go to hell. I'm sorry, not sorry about what I said. Don't lose your head. 3 in a bed and the little one said, if you wanna be wed, make up your mind. Her or me, chump, don't wanna be some girl in a threesome. Are you blind? Don't be bitter, 'cause I'm bitter. Why hasn't it hit her? He doesn't wanna bang you. Somebody hang you. Here we go. I didn't really mean it, but rumors spiral. Mate, what was I meant to do? Sorry, not sorry about what I said. I'm just trying to have some fun. Don't worry, don't lose your head. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. LOL, say oh well, or go to hell. I'm sorry, not sorry about what I said. Don't lose your head. Tried to elope, but the Pope said nope. Our only hope was Henry. He got a promotion, caused a commotion, set in motion the CRE. Was so outdated, I still wanted to get X-rated. Everybody chill, it's totes God's will. Henry's out every night on the town, just sleeping around like what the hell? If that's how it's gonna be, maybe I'll flirt with a guy or 3 just to make him gel. Henry finds out and he goes mental. He screams and shouts like so judgmental. You damned witch, mate, just shut up. I wouldn't be such a bitch if you could get it up. Here we go. And now he's going round like off with her head. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he means it. What was I meant to do? Like, what was I meant to do? No, but what was I meant to do? Sorry, not sorry about what I said. I'm just trying to have some fun. Don't worry, don't lose your head. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. LOL, say oh well, I'll go to hell.
I'm so stunned. Literally, I'm so stunned. Oh my goodness. You know, there's a reason she's one of the most popular girls in the entire school, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no kidding. What a performance!
I just, you know, sometimes, you know, I forget that amongst all of the other things that she does, like, you know, chess club, volleyball, and literature and student council, that she also is like an amazing singer. But you know, I just love how sassy she is about it. She's really, you know, I loved when she, you know, to be a little honest about the whole thing with Henry, but you know, I kind of really thought it was kind of sick when she made that Instagram story about him after he left school. I thought it was kind of iconic, you know. She really like made a post and then did an Instagram live about it. And you know what? Some might say, "Hey, do you need to do that?" And I might say, "Hey, I love the content." I mean, sorry, I'm an unbiased reporter. Anyway, the next queen up in the competition is someone that a lot of people may not have heard of before, depending on what part of the social hierarchy you're in Chuba High, a very prestigious, elite, expensive private school, by the way, that I never set up when I said this in the beginning.
That's fair.
Yeah, very cool. Hard to get in here, I gotta be honest. Yeah, you know, that Instagram post, it could have been considered just prom vote farming, but hey, you know, hey, I love content. Anyway, so Jane Seymour, she is someone who had a very strong connection to Henry. She was his third girlfriend, and some might say that she's the only one that he ever was in love with. Ooh, drama. I mean, he might have also said that once when he was opening up to some people, and I might have heard that through the grapevine, but I'm an unbiased reporter who doesn't have sources like that. Anyway, they were the first, you know, they were the first real relationship that he would consider real of his life, and she's a little bit private, and because of that, he was more private and serious with her, which was like a little different. They were the only one who didn't have like a huge falling out with stuff. Their relationship unfortunately was cut short when she was forced to move away due to her parents being unable to afford the school fees here, which are kind of a lot. So hey, that's realistic. Eventually, she was able to earn herself a scholarship to transfer back, but by then, Henry was no longer available for her, so
Yikes.
why does she want to be prom queen? Unfortunately, she's a bit poor, and she wants the amazing support fund that our rich school has for prom queens to support her family. So if she wins, she would like to use that money to help support her family and her siblings.
How noble.
I know, right? Just such a cute queen. Jane is a little bit shy, but and a little bit invisible comparatively to the other queens here today, but that's because she likes to avoid drama. And you know what? Honestly, iconic. She's a part of the music and band club, and she doesn't take part in many other after-school clubs because she is working 3 part-time jobs to help keep her family afloat, which is kind of crazy. I don't know anyone else that is able to work 3 jobs. This is very Love Live Core, but I wouldn't know what that is because I'm in journalism and I'm not a weeb. Anyway, let's hear from our students that I very kindly was asking questions to.
She's really nice. We've also gone to school together basically our entire lives, but she's really quiet. She's really easy to get along with, and we work together, and she's always looking out for other people. Like, if I ever forget a pencil, or I'm lost on what page we are in class, and she's sitting near me, she always offers to help. I never got to know her that well, but she's someone like me, on the outskirts, not trying to make any big waves. I felt bad for her when she started dating Henry. My friends and I honestly got a bit worried about her. We didn't know her that well, but, you know, it felt like she was one of us. Or our type of student. But when she dated him, he really changed for the better. It was like the greatest time to be in school. I genuinely don't think I've ever heard anybody say anything mean about her. I think she's really sweet. I know she mentioned needing to be prom queen for her family or something, so I think for that reason she should get it. But on a more personal reason, I just think that prom queen is normally kind of a superficial title. I think it'd be nice if there were a queen that wasn't.
My impression of Jane? Well, She's really quiet, but I think she has a great heart. I saw her feeding a kitten the other day, and that's such a kind thing to do, isn't it? Am I friends with Jane? Well, I would like to consider us friends. I do see her at the library from time to time, and we seem to like the same books, but you know, she's always really quiet and reserved, and I feel really scared of, you know, to disturb her, but I would like to think that we parallel read. You know, like parallel playing, but reading? We parallel read. What is my favorite or least favorite thing about her? I would say least favorite is that she's so quiet. You know, I think she's really pretty. She could, you know, be really popular. Like, what's her name? Anne Boleyn. Only if Jane talks a little bit more, she could absolutely overthrow Anne Boleyn, in my opinion. Do you think she should be prom queen? Well, I would vote for her. I don't know about you. I think she should be prom queen. I heard that she needs money for her family and, you know, saving poor people one vote at a time. Vote for Jane Seymour.
Miss Jane. Miss Jane. What do I think of Miss Jane? Well, that girl, she's a little bit on the quiet side. Definitely more shy, but she's always been quite sweet. You know, I remember this one time I was running late and I didn't have time to eat any breakfast, and I think she saw me running in and she heard my stomach growl. Actually, we knew each other because we used to sit next to each other in first period, and she heard my stomach growl and she offered me some food, and I thought that was so kind of her. I mean, it was just the most basic bread I've ever had in my entire life, but at that time, I consider her the saint of all. Very kind-hearted and very willing to, I guess maybe self-sacrifice is the word, but like in a good way. I've heard that she's had a lot of issues with money, and the fees for this darn school. I mean, the fees are darn freaking high at this school. Man, why is everything in this economy so expensive? Anyway, that's another issue for another time. But I'd say we are friends. Like I said, we used to sit next to each other, and she's a little on the quiet side, but I do enjoy yapping a good yap. So once she offered me her bread that one time, you know, we've been friends, and she's brought me to the music band before, which was the music club before, that she's in charge of, and I've dropped in a couple times, but have never really joined. But definitely thinks that she doesn't like drama, and she's more of a low profile kind of student. Favorite thing about her, I think that she's definitely a very simple and kind-hearted person, and quite honest. I don't think that she would lie or, you know, do anything bad to manipulate her way into anything. I think she just depends on herself and depends on her own hard work to get to where she needs to be, which is why the poor girl works like freaking 3 jobs, man. She works so hard. I think that she should be prom queen, but I also think that the stress of being prom queen is kind of a heavy burden to carry, especially because it's it might be a cutthroat position if you ask me. But, you know, if she needs the funding, there is a reward for being the prom queen, by the way. And if she needs the reward to help with her family stuff, I know she has a lot of family stuff going on. She's talked to me briefly about it. But I don't like to pry into those kinds of things, but if she needs it, then she needs it. And, well, if everyone else is just doing it for vanity, I definitely think that Jane is worth being the prom queen, because she needs it for her family.
You've got a good heart, but I know it changes. A restless tide, untamable. You came my way and I knew a storm could come too. You'd lift me high or let me fall. You say we're perfect, a perfect family. You hold us close for the world to see. And when I say you're the only one I've ever loved, I mean those words truthfully. But I know without my son, your love could disappear. And no, it isn't fair, but I don't care, 'cause my love will still be here. You can build me up, you can tear me down, you can try, but I'm unbreakable. You can do your best, but I'll stand the test. You'll find that I'm unshakable. When the fire's burnt, the wind has blown, the water's dried, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone. Soon I'll have to go. I'll never see him grow. But I hope my son will know he'll never be alone. 'Cause like a river runs dry and leaves its scars behind, I'll be by your side, 'cause my love is set in stone. The fire's burnt, the wind has blown, the water's dry, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone. Don't break me, don't break me, stone. Don't break me, don't break me, stone. Don't break me, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone.
Oh my god.
That was so beautiful.
That was crazy.
Well, oh my gosh, the emotions are just, they're flooding. You can really feel it here. Wow, that was just beautiful, incredible. We need to compose ourselves, okay?
Okay.
So we can properly talk about this, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be normal. I'm normal. I'm a cutthroat journalist. I don't have feelings. I am unbiased.
I'm all good.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Wow. You know, Jane, many of the people at our school might not know who Jane is, but she's a really inspiring candidate for prom queen, and you know, the link and the QR code, you know, you can recast your vote at any time. I'm just saying, you know, like if you voted for someone, you could always change it. Not that I'm trying to stir drama as a journalist, because journalists don't do that. But
It's just because it's a noble cause.
It's a noble
She
cause.
just wants to help her family.
She does really want to
That's
help
all.
her family. And hey, you know, she's very, very kind, and you know, she'll even give poor, interesting fish rod holding students like Yorimo Kami bread when her stomach growls entering class. So, you know.
Wow, that's so kind.
She's truly charitable. But, Yui, do you know who we're gonna talk about next?
Anne of Cleves?
That's right! Why
Ah,
did I say that
nice.
so loudly? Sorry.
guess.
We're gonna be talking about Anna of Cleves. As you all know, obviously, watching this live stream, Anna of Cleves is the star of our high school, our elite, very rich high school, and you can tell because she's the captain of the equestrian team, which is a very rich school, rich person sort of sport. But who is Anna of Cleves? Anna of Cleves started dating Henry over text before she moved into our state/school district. She actually found out she was going to attend the school before she moved, and he found out that, and he started chatting her up because he knew that she was really cool and popular. And at the time, she found him really funny and pathetic. So she said yes, and also because she respected that he was also an athlete back then. But when she finally got to school, he was very different from what she had thought he would be, because he wasn't kind or funny anymore. He was someone who was kind of like a petulant man-child, and that was something that she said, not me, but I would also say that. Sorry, I wouldn't say that. He was 4 inches taller than her and on the football team, but he did not expect her to be more muscular, tall, I guess, proud, confident, hotter than him. So he was really, really insecure, and he ended up breaking up with her. But he tried to say that it was because she was lying to him and that he was being catfished by her because she wasn't as attractive as he thought she'd be. But obviously everyone knew that he was lying because they looked at her. So he was ignoring her before he left the school. Why does she want to be prom queen? She actually doesn't know. Her friends nominated her. So, yeah. But you know, she is charismatic, she's a rich athlete, and she's a party girl. She was a transplant from out of town, which, you know, obviously in our small town made her like way, way, way popular just from that alone. But she never follows the dress code. She doesn't have to. She doesn't have a large circle of friends. But the ones that she is friends with, she's very close to, and she's a top student athlete for the state for equestrian and air riflery. And in a yearbook, someone might say that she's most likely to go to the Olympics or most likely to become famous.
Wow.
She's won junior national titles for both equestrian and air riflery in the past, so you know, if you were walking the halls, you'd probably notice her just from her aura alone. But are you ready to hear some of the interviews that we have from them that are very consensual interviews that I didn't scare anyone with?
Yeah, sure, you didn't.
And that's
I
why
believe you.
yeah, that's why I'm the head reporter and you're the deputies, because I do these very good interviews, right? Right, Yui?
Yeah.
Anyway, oh my god!
Anna's hot. I kind of want her. She's really hot and tall and muscular. She can be my prom queen if she wants to.
I mean, I don't really know her at all. And she's kind of someone I wouldn't really talk to. Not that I think she's a bad person or anything, but we're definitely not on the same sides of the food chain, you know? I collect bugs, and she's sort of like famous for riding horses and shooting air rifles or something. I think she's definitely strong and a little bit scary, and she's like super tall, and she doesn't like treat anyone like me badly, but I always feel a little small and lost when I've interacted with her. I guess with people she doesn't know, she doesn't really waste her time talking to, and I'm just one of those people. She's kind of loud, to be honest. I don't really like loud noises, but if she laughs in the cafeteria or talks with her friends in the general vicinity of where I am, it's kind of overwhelming sometimes. I mean, I don't really care if she's prom queen, but she's popular, so she'll probably get it. Alright, can I go play with my bugs now? They're getting lonely without me.
Oh, Anna. Wait a second. I know Anna. We go way back. Actually, we had met because she had a brief stint in trying competitive fishing. You know, actually, she had challenged me to a competitive fishing contest. And, well, you can obviously tell who won that. Why are y'all looking at me like that? Obviously, I won the competitive fishing contest. Thank you very much. Anyways. Right, the question. Yes. Ask your question. Yes. My impression of Anna, I think Anna's insane. Insane, parentheses, good. I think she's insane in the best ways possible. She's literally, quite literally, the strongest person I've probably ever met in my entire life. But at the same time, I think that she's quite honest to herself and to everyone else around her. She's very, very, very... Honestly, I think that girl could go to the Olympics if she really wanted to. She's really funny and very athletic. Oh, and boy, does she like to party. She loves to party. Yeah. Wow. And I do think she really likes horses. What is that thing called again? Equality? No, equestrianism. I mean, trying to be as little unbiased here in these interviews. I didn't even know I was supposed to be doing these interviews, but here I am doing them. But we go way back. I think she's, one day I will see her on the TV going to the Olympics. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm actually surprised that she is running for prom queen because it doesn't seem like something that she would really be interested in doing. But, well, I guess she would do something if it's for a good time. So that's probably why she's here. My favorite thing about her, I think, is that she's unafraid to do what she wants. She has this kind of aura about her where I think to me it comes off as quite cool. But to some people, they feel intimidated. And, well, as you know, I also radiate this kind of intimidating aura that, you know, makes makes people a little bit afraid. But I think she is actually a quite caring person despite her very cool exterior. And you just gotta get to know her more. Well, a lot of people get scared off by that aura, and if you can't handle the aura, well, that's a skill issue. Least favorite thing about her, well, I will say sometimes, I think she's gonna see this later. I just don't want her to kill me. Let me think. I mean, she parties hard, but I don't think that makes her irresponsible. Maybe that sometimes she kind of toes the lines for rules a little bit. Sometimes she doesn't even follow the dress code at school, and it kind of scares me. Maybe she'll get kicked out or something. The being kicked out doesn't sound very, very cash money for being the prom queen or whatever. Do you think she should be prom queen? My answer has been, I think everyone deserves to be the prom queen. I think definitely Anna is not an exception to my statement, you know? Very talented, very funny, very infectious energy, and despite being so cool, she does have this very soft personality at heart, and I think that would make her a great prom queen. I just don't know if she really wants to be prom queen. Like I said, I'm a little surprised that she's even running to begin with, but yeah, that's my answer.
Sitting here all alone on a throne in a palace that I happen to own. Bring me some pheasant, keep it on the bone. Fill my goblet up to the brim, sipping on meat, and I stood on my dress with the gold lace trim. Not very prim and proper, can't make me stop. I wanna go hunting any takers. I'm not fake, cause I've got acres and acres, paid for with my own riches. Where my hounds have released the bitches. Woof. Every day, head back for a round of croquet, yeah, cause I'm a player. And tomorrow, I'll hit replay. You said that I tricked ya. 'Cause I didn't look like my profile picture. Too bad I don't agree. So I'm gonna hang it Get down, you dirty rascal. Get down. Get down. Get down, you dirty rascal. Get down. Get down. 'Cause I'm the queen of the castle. When I get bored, I go to court. Pull up outside of my carriage, don't got no marriage, so I have a little flirt with the footman as he takes my fur. As you were making my way to the dance floor, some boys making advance, I ignore them, 'cause my jam comes on the loot. Looking cute, das ist gut. All eyes on me, no criticism. I look more red than Lutheranism. Dance so hard that I'm causing a sensation. Okay, ladies, let's get in reformation. You said that I tricked ya. I didn't look like my profile picture. Too bad I don't agree. So I'm gonna hang it up for everyone to see. And you can't stop me, 'cause I'm the queen of the castle. Get down, you dirty rascal. Get down. Get down. Go. Get down. Get down. 'Cause I'm the queen of the castle. Not saying I'm a gold digger, but check my prenup. And go figure. Got gold chains, symbolic of my faith to the higher power in the fast lane. My horses can trot up to 12 miles an hour. Let me explain. I'm a Wiener Schnitzel, not an English flower. No one tells me I need a rich man doing my thing in my palace of Richmond. You said that I tricked ya. I didn't look like my profile picture. Too bad I don't agree. So I'm gonna hang it up for everyone to see. And you can't stop me, 'cause I'm the queen of the castle. Get down, you dirty rascal. Get down. Yeah, come on. Huh. Get down. Get down with me. Get down, you dirty rascal. Get down. This is Anna of Cleves. Get down. Ow! 'Cause I'm the queen of the castle.
Wow. Is it hot in here? Or is it just me? Wow.
You know, you can really
That
tell
was-
that she's captain of the equestrian squad. She's very strong, you know, from riding all those
Yeah.
horses.
that was so good. I almost wish we could watch it again.
You know, Yui, this is why
Yeah.
this is why you're the deputy and I'm not. I'm truly a unbiased reporter, and an unbiased reporter would say that even though she has amazing abs and she's really hot and she's really tall and she's like probably like the hottest person at school, and oh my god, she's so cool, and her aura was like insane. Sorry, whoa. I'm an unbiased reporter. Anyway, what are we doing here? What is? Oh, it's prom. Sorry, we're live streaming about the prom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we should talk about the next queen. So the next queen is Katherine Howard. Katherine Howard. She is Henry's fifth girlfriend, you know, and also his like second Catherine, because as I said in that really good joke earlier that you like didn't. Anyways, it was funny, by the way. He started dating her at the beginning of her sophomore year after after she broke up with a relationship with a man during her freshman year at her old school. So she moved to our school to have a fresh start. But unfortunately, she met Henry, which, you know, some people, if anyone cool was talking to her, might have been like, hey, he's not that cool. Also, I would have said he was cool at the time, though, because he's kind of scary. Anyway,
I agree.
Yeah. But from the outside, everything started really fine. And she actually became like one of the most popular girls at school because he was able to help her get into cheer squad, and she ended up being so good at it that she became cheer squad captain.
Woohoo!
So she was really, really well liked and really, really popular. But unfortunately, Henry ended up being like really controlling and possessive and horrible. And she ended up hanging out with one of the male cheerleaders on her squad, who was like really nice, and she thought he was just trying to be her friend. And then he like totally pulled a move on her, and she said no, but he told Henry that they did something when they hadn't, and it really pissed him off. And he spread this like huge rumor about her on the school and told everyone not to talk to her, which kind of sucks ass, you know. But like, obviously, I found this out through my sources that are very legit, and I don't talk to a lot of gossiping people at our school. Anyway, with my unbiased news opinion, all I know is that he's a dirty liar, and I can say that because hopefully he never sees that we're doing this live stream, and I hope he's not watching it, because I still go to this school and I'm not afraid of him. Anyway, now, she's trying her best to keep being resilient and strong. And she wants to be the prom queen to showcase that it doesn't matter whatever Henry says or does, because she can still shine like a queen, regardless of whatever he does to ruin her reputation. Right now, she's kind of a social outcast, but hey, I mean, I've talked to her before this stream, and she's been nothing but kind and grateful and really, really cute and nice. So I wouldn't believe whatever that guy says. I mean, we all saw Echo's live stream, like, just showcasing what type of a jerk he was. So, I mean, what would you believe that he says? You know what I mean? But are you ready to hear some words about Katherine Howard?
I'm ready.
Let's
you guys
go.
better be ready.
Katie's one of my friends. She's in the show. Oh, I guess I haven't really talked to her that much. I don't really talk to anyone that much. I hope she gets prom queen, but also she's up against poor family, sad backstory, and so I'm sorry, Katie. I love you, but I don't think you're winning prom queen.
Oh, Katie. That was her name, right? Katie? You know, I really feel like I thought she had been a really popular person. Most I know about her is I think she was the captain of the cheerleading team. And some drama, something, and all of a sudden I feel like everyone hated her. It used to be like, wow, Katie's so cool, Katie's so smart, Katie's so nice, and then all of a sudden everybody just was like, you know what? I don't know about Katie. Or rather, it was more of like a don't talk to Katie. She's bad news, man. Personally, I guess maybe acquaintances. She's always been a kind person. When the few times I've had run-ins with her, I always feel like she's been happy to listen and happy to help. And I do think she definitely made an effort to kind of check in on people. She's definitely like stopped by and asked, you know, how the club is going, how I'm doing. But I never feel like I fully knew her. And it was this thing of maybe she was just so nice that she was a little bit different, or not different, distant with everybody. And I don't know, maybe this image, the memory I have, it feels very different compared to what people say nowadays, right? Everyone's nowadays is like, oh, she's evil. She's the evil incarnate. I don't know. It could be a whole load of baloney. I don't know. But in my memory, I think she was a very kind person. And again, more of an acquaintance thing. As you know, our school here is not that big. I feel like everybody kind of genuinely knows who everybody else is, roughly. So I'd say we were acquaintances. But definitely more of I've seen her from a distance. I think my favorite thing about her is I do think she is genuine in that she does care for people. That's probably my favorite thing about her. It's just so hard because we didn't really talk much, and you know, there's all this drama going on. My least favorite thing about her is I feel like she's hiding her true, you know, feelings because of maybe it's fear, this fear of backlash and everything. I don't know, man. I just think that she's a kind girl and she could do a lot of great things if people believed in her. And as I've said in all my other answers, I think that, yeah, so I do think Katie could be Prom Queen. It might be a chance for her to prove herself despite all these evil, nasty rumors swirling around that, you know, if people are having conflicting images of her, maybe she's actually the kind-hearted person people remember her to be. And the status of Prom Queen could change everything for her. So I think that she could also be Prom. You know, maybe you should just stop asking me this question. My answer is the same for everybody, okay? Okay?
All you wanna do, baby.
I think we can all agree I'm the 10 amongst these threes.
All you wanna do, baby.
And ever since I was a child, I'd make the boys go wild.
All you wanna do, baby.
Take my first music teacher, Henry Mannix. I was young, it's true, but even then I knew the only thing you wanna do is broad, dark, sexy Mannix taught me all about dynamics. He was 23 and I was 13, going on 30. We spent hours strumming the lute, striking the chords and blowing the flute. He plucked my strings all the way to G, went from major to minor, C to D. Tell me what you need, what you want, you don't need to plead, 'cause I feel the chemistry, like I get you and you get me, and maybe this is it. He just cares so much, it feels legit. We have a connection. I think this guy is different. 'Cause all you wanna do, baby, is touch me, love me, can't get enough. See, all you wanna do, baby, is please me, squeeze me, birds and the bees me. Run your fingers through my hair, tell me I'm the fairest of the fair. Playtime's over, the only thing you wanna do is But then there was another guy, Francis Derham. Serious, stern and slow, gets what he wants and he won't take no. Passion in all that he touches, the sexy secretary to the dowager duchess. Helped him in his office, had a duty to fulfill. He even let me use his favorite quill, spilled ink all over the parchment. My wrist was so tired, so they came back the next day as he required. You say I'm all you need, all you want, you don't need to plead, 'cause I feel the chemistry, like I get you and you get me, and I know this is it. He just cares so much, this one's legit. We have a real connection. I'm sure this time is different. 'Cause all you wanna do, baby, is touch me, love me, can't get enough. See, all you wanna do, baby, is please me, squeeze me, birds and the bees me. You can't wait a second more to get my corset on the floor. Playtime's over, the only thing you wanna do is yeah, that didn't work out, so I decided to have a break from boys, and you'll never guess who I met. large. Henry VIII, supreme head of the Church of England. Globally revered, although you wouldn't know it from the look of that beard. Made me a lady in waiting, held me and my family up in the world. Gave me duties in court, and he swears it's true that without me he doesn't know what he'd do. You will say I'm all you need, all you want, we both agree. This is the place for me, I'm finally where I'm meant to be. Then he starts saying all this stuff. He cares so much, he calls me love. He says we have this connection. I guess it's not so different. 'Cause all you wanna do, baby, is touch me, love me, can't get enough, sweet. All you wanna do, baby, is seize me, squeeze me, birds and the bees me. There's no time for when or how, 'cause you've just got to have me now. Playtime's over, the only thing you wanna do is so we got married. Woo! With Henry, it isn't easy. His temper's short and his mate's so sleazy. Except for this one courtier, he's a really nice guy, just so sincere. The royal life isn't what I planned, but Thomas is there to lend a helping hand. So sweet, he makes sure that I'm okay, and we hang out loads when the king's away. This guy finally is what I want, the friend I need. Just mates, no chemistry. I get him and he gets me, and there's nothing more to it. He just cares so much, he's devoted. He says we have a connection. I thought this time was different. Why did I think he'd be different? But it's never, ever different. 'Cause all you wanna do, baby, is touch me when enough be enough. See, all you wanna do, baby, squeeze me. Don't care if you don't please me. Bite my lip and pull my hair, as tell me I'm the fairest of the fair. Playtime's over. Playtime's over. Playtime's over. The only thing you wanna do is
Man, frick that guy. He sucks. Ugh. Clara, I'm so worked up right now.
There's a reason he got expelled. And honestly, I think the whole school is better for it. He was just such a messed up guy. And I think it's really amazing that Katie was able to, shed some light on all of his wrongdoings during her song for us,
Yeah, I'm gonna find him and beat him up.
I believe if anyone could, it would be you. I would believe in you.
Thanks.
And, just a reminder, you guys, you can also fight with your votes because you're able to change your vote at any time. You can always recast your vote. So if you follow the QR code or you click the link, you're able to change your vote at any time if there's anyone you want to. Henry hates. So true. We hate Henry. Also,
Henry
hey, don't come to this
Henry
campus.
sucks.
You're expelled. But we all hate Henry here. I'm not live tweeting that, but I am live streaming that to him right now. Hopefully he's
I'll
not
live
watching.
tweet it.
So true. Get out of this town. Actually, no one likes you here. I say because we're the only private school in this whole town, and there's only one other public school. Because even though this town is huge, we have no other schools. You either pay a bunch of money to go to school or you don't. But so true. Who names their child Henry? So, you know.
Yeah, Henry sucks.
Yeah, Henry sucks. So, sorry if there's a Henry in the chat. Anyway.
This specific Henry? Yeah, he's trash.
Yeah, this
the other
specific
ones
Henry,
are okay, I guess.
really bad, but other Henrys, I guess you're fine for now until proven guilty. But tonight we only have one more queen that will be I guess singing for us. They've all been singing for us. I don't know why I said it like that. I collected songs from them. The last queen of the night is Catherine Parr. Ooh, I didn't say that. I'm not biased. I'm a good reporter. Ooh. Sorry. Who is she? So she dated Henry for social status to help elevate herself. Due to her not being cool, she realized she could never make the change that she wanted in the school and her community. So when Henry asked her out, she went along with it, and it helped really leap her in leaps and bounds in the social hierarchy. A bit at the cost of losing parts of herself along the way. Before Henry, she had a quiet relationship with a different boyfriend who she's still not over. And she resents herself more than Henry for giving up her morals to date him. Anyway, now that Henry's gone, she's separating herself from him. She wants to be prom queen to solidify herself as a powerful change maker at the school without needing Henry. She used to be considered a nerd and a Bible-loving freak. So also she's considered a prude, but that's neither here or there. Other than that, other than what people consider her of that, she is considered slightly popular because of the fact that she does a lot of stuff outside the school community for extracurriculars and work. She focuses a lot on that though. People find her capable and passionate and also a little bit scary. She's part of the Feminist Alliance, Social Project Club, Social Justice Club, Debate Club, Creative Writing Club, and started her own Scripture Worship Club. And she's known for a serious demeanor and pragmatic approach to everything she does. She is the third Catherine because Henry doesn't really know how to find people who aren't named Catherine today because there's an abundance of Catherines. Badumcha! You loved it! You were laughing! You like it a lot! When I make that joke, you really do!
Claire, this is the third time. It doesn't get funnier, you know, it actually gets older.
Okay, anyway, we're gonna play the videos now.
now.
Oh, you really like that joke. Anyway, bye!
Sorry, Rin scares me, and I don't know. I don't like her. I don't know. She makes a lot of eye contact, and she makes me make eye contact, or at least I feel like it. She stands for good rights, so I guess she can be prom queen. Maybe she'd stop talking to me.
What is your oppression of blah blah Catherine Parr? Yeah, I know Rin. We've been in school together for years. I mean, I don't know her like we don't talk a lot, but we've been in school projects together before. She's been nice to me. Like, I asked about the bug stickers on my notebooks, which is nice. She remembered my favorite when I told her it was the Jerusalem cricket. Though it was probably because when I brought it up, she was like, "Oh, like the city?" And I said, "No, not at all, no." But like, yeah, I guess she's okay. Like, she used to be a nerd like me, but when she got popular, she didn't treat me that differently in class, which is cool. I mean, there are other popular people who aren't mean, but they just don't acknowledge me, so she's okay. No, I think she's alright, but she's a bit strange. And also, my friends and I tend to like all the same things. Plus, she's kind of popular now, which is like fine. I guess even nerds can become popular. She's very passionate, I'll tell you that. When we were growing up, she was helping out at church and helping around the town and doing a bunch of stuff like that. When she was also kind of annoying because she was like really annoying about following the rules. Like when I kept isopods in my desk. Like when I kept isopods in my desk, she told me I couldn't because they were like against the rules. I guess I like that she's a hard worker, but dang. I mean, out of the choices, I wouldn't be upset if she was prom queen. Also, I don't really care. But I'm only going to prom because my parents told me to. They told me to get out of the house. I don't want to go.
Oh, Miss Catherine Parr. You know, my impression of her is I feel like she's quite conservative. I was surprised to find out that she had actually dated people before, but she's definitely known to be more on the how would you say, you know, like how do I say, well, what is the thing people called her? I don't want to say that because it sounds mean. Okay, I'm just quoting what people say, right? They called her a Bible-loving freak. I don't know how else to say that in a nice way. I don't think that's what my impression of her. I just think that she's very conservative and gentle, and she also is a very, very hard worker, quite capable, and very passionate for everything that she does. I would say we used to be friends, but lately she's kind of just like buried herself in all of these things. She's in the what Feminist Alliance, the Service Project Club, the Social Justice Club, the Debate Club, the Creative Writing Club, the Fem Scripture Worship Club. I don't even know what they would do in the Fem Scripture Worship Club. But anyway, she's a part of that, or actually no, she started that. So I would say we used to be friends, but we haven't been able to touch base or talk very much since, you know, she's freaking every single club known to man at the school. God, why are these people doing everything? Like I said, one club was more than enough for me. I think I met her initially through a long time ago. I would say even before we started at this school. I met her in a previous school of ours. I definitely think, you know, we both used to be different people back then, but you know, even if we're different now compared to how we were back then, I would still consider her my friend. And I still think that despite everything, she is still the same hardworking and passionate person as she was. It's just she has no time for anything because that girl's so busy. I think my favorite part about her is that she is just a very passionate person. And if she says she's going to do something, she's definitely going to do something. She'll do something even if it's at a detriment to herself, which is also a bad thing. I guess that could also be like a negative thing about her is that sometimes she works too hard. And even if she loses sleep or, I don't know, like freaking suffers at the cost of helping someone else, she would do it. And because of that, I just think that a lot of people don't really know that much about her because she's so closed off because she has no time for anything. You know, I invited her on a... actually, no, that's not true. I did invite her to go fishing once, and she did go on a fishing excursion with me once. I will say she did not really enjoy seeing the fish that much. I mean, she is quite of a conservative person, but, you know... I had a good time. I don't know if she had a good time. Maybe, well, I don't know. I had fun. Rain could easily be prom queen if she so desired. All these hardworking, beautiful women competing to be the prom queen. Man, why don't I get to compete against anyone? Why is the one person I'm competing against out of the competition? Where's the whimsy? Where's my battle?
You know I love you, boy, in every single way. Though I love you, boy, I'll miss you every day. Oh, I love you, boy. I wish that I could stay with you and keep the life I made with you. And even though this feels so right, It's true, I'll never be over you, 'cause I have built a future in my mind with you. And now the hope is gone, there's nothing left for me to do. You know it isn't true, but I must say to you that I don't need your love, no, no. I don't need your love, no, no. It'll never be better than it was, no, no. But I don't need your love, no, no. I've got no choice. With the king I stay alive, never had a choice. Been a wife twice before just to survive. I don't have a choice. If Henry says it's you, then it's you. No matter how I feel is what I have to do. But if somehow I had that choice, no holding back, I'd raise my voice. I'd say, Henry, yeah, it's true, I'll never belong to you, 'cause I am not your toy to enjoy till there's something new. As if I'm gonna give up my boy, my work, my dreams to care for you. Ha, darling, get a clue, there's nothing you can do. I don't need your love, no, no. No, I don't need your love, no, no. There's nothing left to discuss, no, no. But I don't need your love, no, no. But I can't say that. Not to the king. So this is goodbye. All my love, Catherine. So I sent that letter to my love, got married to the king, became the one who survived. I've told you about my life, the final wife. But why should that story be the one I have to sing about? Just to win, I'm out. That's not my story. There's so much more. Remember that I was a writer. I wrote books and psalms and meditations. Fought for female education, so all my women can independently study scripture. I even got a woman to paint my picture. Why can't I tell that story? 'Cause in his story, I'm fixed as one of six, and without him, I disappear. We all disappear. So we had no choice.
But now it's us alone, so we got no choice.
No, we got no choice.
We're taking back the microphone.
I'm gonna raise my voice.
They always said we need your love, but it's time for us to rise up. It's not what went down in history, but tonight I'm singing this for me.
Well, I have very alarming news actually for everyone here in the live stream today. I have very alarming news that just came in from the singer of the last song, Catherine Parr. She's actually just let me know that she's officially dropped out of Prom Queen nomination. She is no longer going to be taking part. She's decided that she doesn't want to include that as a part of her story. So, we're just gonna have to allow people to take some time to vote with the QR code or link in our live stream chat, because you're gonna have to replace your votes if you voted for her, so that you can vote for one of the queens that is actually still in the race. So while we allow you the chance to go into there and change your vote for whoever you might be interested in voting for, me and Yui are gonna go quickly over each nominee. I was about to put like candidate. Nominee. Candidate! Each nominee for Prom Queen in order, so that you guys can have one more chance to sort of think about who you want to vote for. Are you ready, Yui?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, we had Kathy.
Kathy.
What did you also you know what I actually think? I'm going to take a lesson from I'm going to take a lesson from Rin, and I'm going to say, actually, you know what? We're gonna speak and use our voices. We're gonna be able to say what we think about each of these candidates freely. No worries about being unbiased, because I've been unbiased this entire time. We're gonna say what we think and whether you should vote for them as Prom Queen. What do you think, Deputy Yui?
That sounds like a plan to me.
Well, what do you think of Kathy?
I thought that Kathy was a standout. See, now I want to say candidate for Prom Queen. She has such a beautiful, powerful voice, and I love her, just like resolution. I think it's really great. I think personally that I have my heart set on another, what's the other word other than candidate?
Nominee. I think I have my heart set on another nominee, but I think that Kathy is worthy of being Prom Queen for sure. I also think that Kathy is worthy of being Prom Queen. I might say that she is so cool that she might change the whole narrative of what a theater kid could be considered to be. She is so cool that maybe next year theater will be considered cool at the school and not something that's uncool to be a part of. I believe that much in her. And also, I think she's really hot, and I wasn't looking at anything in particular while she was singing her song and hitting high notes. Just saying.
Oh no!
And I have my heart set on a specific nominee, but I actually, if I could vote for every single girl, I would vote for her, and then also I would I would ask her if she wanted to run lines. But I'm not in theater because I'm really cool and in journalism. Anyway, let's talk about the next candidate, which is Annie.
So, if I didn't have my heart so set on a specific candidate, I think that Annie would definitely have my vote. I am a big fan. Annie just... okay, and I may be a little biased because I just love accents. But Annie has such a beautiful accent, and to go along with her gorgeous singing voice, and oh wow, just the attitude that she presented everything with was so perfect and so lovely that I think that she would make an absolutely wonderful Prom Queen.
Oh yeah, I would say that I think regardless of whether Annie wins Prom Queen, I think that she's literally got she already acts like she is Prom Queen, and so I think she's already got that 100% aura. While my heart is set on one particular candidate, I think that Annie is she doesn't need to be Prom Queen, but I also know that she wants to be. But I mean, hey, don't do an Instagram story if you don't win. We gave you the platform. Please don't make an Instagram post about this. Anyway, let's talk about the next candidate.
Yes. Jane. So, I'll be honest here. Jane is the candidate that I sort of have my heart set on. And I'll be honest, you definitely couldn't tell by the way I was sort of sobbing my eyes out after her incredible song. I'm just, Jane is an angel, I think. I think Jane is really and truly an angel. Absolutely gorgeous voice and just so beautiful and lovely. And I think that being prom queen would mean so much to her. So I would personally vote for her, and I think you should too. Though all of the nominees are incredible, by the way. I'm not biased, I swear. I think that, it's good for her, and it'll be good for her family.
I agree. I think she's someone that's a very obvious choice. If my heart wasn't set on one particular person, I would vote for her. Especially because she had bread and gave it to Adhiew, which I don't know what about that story got me so emotional, but it was just very thoughtful to think of someone who doesn't have a lot giving to someone like Hiyori Mokami. Not that I have a problem with that girl. Anyway, the next candidate is Anna.
Anna, yes, yeah. Anna, yeah, Anna. Anna is so, hot. Pardon me for being a little blunt about it. Anna's just so beautiful, and if I didn't have my heart set on Jane, and my second choice would have been, Annie, then my third would definitely be Anna. But, I feel like it's also a very close tie, and it definitely has nothing to do with how beautiful and tall and strong and nice and amazing she is, I just think she's really great. Yeah, sorry, you can go.
In the words of one of the students, I mean, not the exact words, but just the general vibe, I would, I would do anything. I mean, I just think that, and so I wouldn't vote for her, but I don't think she needs me to vote for her anyway. But I don't think she really needs that. I don't even know if she actually knows what happens when you become prom queen. I'm being honest from what she was talking about in her song. I don't actually know if she knows. But I would. But I would anyway. Anyway, the next candidate
would
Katie.
Katie. I think Katie is such an incredible nominee for prom queen, and I think that Katie deserves it just as much as any of the other prom nominees. Wow, English is the language I speak. Her story is very moving, very touching, and it makes me really feel for her, and I feel like it could be a very big win that could help her feel, strong and maybe more than she already does, I guess. Sorry, I can't speak for her, but I think that it could probably mean a lot to her, and I would definitely vote for her if I wasn't, already had my heart set and stuff. She's really great. She's really amazing, and such a beautiful voice. And I'll stop rambling now. You go ahead.
Yeah, I personally would end up wanting to cast my vote for her. I just think, she deserves to have that chance at, making sure everyone knows, who she is without the word of Henry, and, to fix her reputation, because she's such a good person, and, he's just such a horrible, trash bag.
Boo!
Boo!
Tomato.
Boo, tomato slipper.
Tomato, boo!
Boo! But if I could cast my vote, I would vote for Katie. But I mean, I just think she's a phenomenal person, and she's super nice. But those are our 5 candidates for prom queen. So we're gonna give you 1 minute to look at this gigantic code that I'm gonna put onto the screen and to cast your vote before we tally it up and tell you who the winner is for prom queen. So make sure you do it really quick. If you know what you want, do it now. Oh my god, please. So, we've just gotten word in on the winner of Prom Queen. Yui, can you give us a drum roll? The winner for Prom Queen this year at Chuba High is Kitty Speaker. Sorry, whoa, Jane Seymour. Oh my god, it's Jane Seymour. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go and make sure I let her know she's backstage, and we're gonna get her winning speech. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Huh? Me? Prom Queen? Is that really true? I can't believe this. I mean, I'm just a nobody, but thank you so much to everyone who voted for me. It means so much that you listened to my story, and I'm so incredibly grateful for your support. But I can't accept this crown alone. I was thinking, every single one of us here, we all have our own stories. And after listening to all of your stories, I realized we really shouldn't be comparing. I don't think this competition was necessary. We've all had our fair share of troubles and suffering. So, in fact, we should all be supporting each other. I believe every single one of us here deserves to have this crown because all of us are queens of this school. So, I've decided we're all going to share this crown as 6. And I think it's time for us all to sing our stories together. As a band, as friends, and as 6 queens.
He got down on one knee, but I said no way. Packed my bags and moved into one nunnery. Joined the gospel choir, our riffs were on fire. At the top of the charts is where I'm gonna stay.
Henry sent me a poem all about my gold sleeves. I changed a couple words, put it on a sick beat. The song blew their minds. Next minute I was signed, and now I'm writing lyrics for Shakespeare. Since my first son, our family's grown. We made a band and got quite well known. You could perhaps call us the Tudor Von Trapps. I'm just kidding. We're called the Royaling Stars.
We're one of a kind, no category. Too many years lost in history. We're free to take our crowning glory for 5 more minutes. We're 6. What a shame, yeah, my face. It cost me the crown, so I moved to the House of Holbein in my hometown. His mates were super arty, but I showed them how to party. Now on my door of pressure, everybody gets down. Music man tried it on, and I was like, bye. So I thought, who needs him? I can give it a try. I learned everything, now all I do is sing. And I'll do that until I die. Heard all about these rocking chicks, loved every song and each remix. So I went out and found them, and we laid down an album. Now I don't need your love, all I need is 6. We're one of a kind, no category. Too many years lost in history. We're free to take our crowning glory for 5 more minutes. We're 6. Whoa, whoa, we're 6. Whoa, we're 6. Whoa, whoa, for 5 more minutes. It's the end of the show of the history mix. We switched up the flow and we changed the prefix. Everybody knows that we used to be 6 wives. But what we want to say before we drop the curtain. Nothing is for sure, nothing is for certain. All that we know is that